I think it's better to not copy things, to add like your style to the character.
You have a very distinct style. I've looked through all your Instagrams and Facebooks and everything. You have a very, it's almost, I don't want to say borderline, sometimes you get that real sort of horror vibe too, even like...
Yes, correct. I like making things like scary, so that they look, I don't know, like disturbing to the human eye. So I always play with like shapes and like grotesque features, and I don't know, maybe that's like my style.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people can recognize my work just by looking at a picture, and now they know that is my work after a couple of years of practicing.
I mean, that was something that I think a lot of cosplayers are, but self-taught, but how do you get that next level? How did you go from sort of costume to like this sort of work?
Well, so everything started when I was, I don't know, maybe 4 years old, that I started making sculptures out of paper mache. So that helped me a lot, because I used to look out to a lot of medicine books, like to look at skulls and then muscles. And I started just making like animals or even my own monsters when I was a little kid. And then when I turned 10, I saw Pirates of the Caribbean, and then I heard the word latex, and I was like, what's latex? So I started doing some research. At first, I would just buy like the materials that I heard of in the movies, and then just read the instructions and then experiment. That's the way I started, like, as I was going, like trial and error. And then after 12 years of being myself a self-taught artist, then the Makeup Artist magazine gave me a scholarship to go to California to have like an official degree in school. It did help, but most of the things I knew them already. Yeah. Because I've been working for now like 13 years. Because I started really, really small making art when I was, I don't know, like 3 years old.
Yeah. How do you mold latex? Is it, do you layer it like paper mache, or is it?
No, it's different. This latex that I use, it's a foam rubber that you need to mix in order to have like the creamy consistency. Then you inject it, or you either brush it into the mold, and then you need to bake the piece for 3 hours so that it becomes a sponge. And that's the thing that I glue on top of my face. And it's, you guys can see that I have like a lot of expressions going on. I can be angry, I can like raise my eyebrows, so that you can emote through people, so that it's not like a mask.
Yeah.
It's actually a prosthetic, because you can have feelings through the shapes that are on top of your face.
How do you go about making a mold? Where do you start with that?
The mold making is the hardest part, because if you make a good mold, it can last you for years. So every time that I make a mold, I really take my time when making a matrix, because I don't know, I don't want to ruin my sculpture and then have to make another mold anytime soon. So I make them out of stone, which is like a plaster material, which is stronger, or maybe I can make it in fiberglass. Fiberglass is more durable, but it's also toxic, so I'd rather not use that much fiberglass.
Not for your face. But like when you're making the molds, how do you know it's going to go right? Or is it trial and error sometimes?
Oh, I mean, you just hope for the best. You need to be really careful, because you need to make it in layers. So every layer that you are making, you need to put a lot of effort, and you just need to, sorry for this word, but you gotta be careful not to fuck it up. Because, I mean, if you screw it, then you're done. Your sculpture is ruined, the mold will be ruined, you will have a good piece. So every time that I make a layer, it's just a matter of feeling that it's like going the right direction, you know?
Yeah. It sounds like so much meticulous work. I would
never is the most meticulous part about everything. Because once you have the sculpture and the shapes look right, then you are golden. You know that the character will resemble to the movie. But then you gotta make the mold, because I just wanna give you the final piece.
Yeah. And then do you make all the costume as well?
Yes, and sometimes, for example, this costume was made by a designer friend. Sometimes I do collaborations with designers who sew my clothes. Sometimes they gave them to me and they just want like shout outs on the internet so that they can have more work. And sometimes when I have time, I still make my costumes, just like the old way. But now that I'm getting like super busy and I go to conventions and they want new characters, I work, I don't know, maybe 4 characters at the same time. So I need to get help from designers and other friends that want to help with like the costume designing. The only thing that I still do, and I will never stop doing it, is the sculpting and mold making. I love doing that.
Do you see that more as an outlet, sort of creative outlet, than work? Because it sounds like you always seem to like sculpting. So do you feel that it's the same as sculpting a model is the same as...
Yes, it's the same thing, but just in a human face. It's the same as making like a small action figure or, I don't know, like when you are in art class and they ask you to make like a human face or something, it's the same thing. But you just gotta know that you're gonna put that sculpture on a person's face.
Do you do this for other people, or is it only ever yourself?
No, I do it for other people as well. I never sell my own prosthetics, just because that's like the signature that I have, but I also do commission work for other people.
Oh wow, you've done film stuff, haven't you, am I right?
I've done film stuff, and that's my main goal in life. I want to be able to be an American citizen, so that I can sign contracts with companies like, I don't know, MTV, Disney, Universal. But it's hard to become American, even now with this president.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've not picked the best time to do that, have you?
No, and you know, he hates Mexicans, so...
Oh, he seems to hate everyone.
I have a tougher way in there, but I know it's possible. I don't know, maybe in a couple of years, I'll be able to be American.
Yeah.
Because it seems like there's a lot of work over there in the movie industry.
Yeah, I mean, the movie industry is always booming, it's always located there, so... Yeah.
But in the meantime, I am super happy when conventions invite me as a guest, because I get to meet new people, then they ask me for advice. Sometimes they show me their work and I tell them how to improve it. So that's really nice, and I don't know, I love this type of areas where people can ask you questions.
Yeah.
And then you get interviews so you can like share your story with others, and maybe that they will get inspired, or maybe a tip from me will help them.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, because like I've done a lot of these things, and sometimes you just see, like yourself, someone who's just next level, and it's every time we come back, you see people improving and getting better and just getting their work. It's like you say, it's trial and error, and just keep going
all the time.
I am going to open the floor because we don't have long with you, and I do want to give a chance because there are lots of cosplayers in today. Does anyone have a question for Joe, by the way? Because I would rather you guys get your questions in now. Don't be shy. Anyone? You want to ask someone? Go for it.
Yeah. How long was the makeup that you've been using for? I mean, the longest project that you did?
Oh, like time-wise? For example, when I did Ursula, I thought that was the most complicated costume ever. But to be honest, when I made Davy Jones, that was super difficult, because I was not copying something that already existed. I was making something that was digital in the movie. So that was super difficult, like get the shapes right, because he doesn't have a nose. So I had to sculpt in a way that my nose looked flat. That was like super, I don't know, this part was like, I don't know, super difficult. And then the tentacles that I did were also like super heavy, because I wanted them to be able to move when I was walking around. I don't know, I was also nervous because Pirates of the Caribbean fans are just so hard at judging when you make cosplays from those movies. So I was like, are they gonna like it? Are they gonna hate it? And they just took me almost 4 months of working every day. And Ursula took me 3. And I was like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna have a character that is that difficult, but Davy Jones was that one.
Wow. How did you make it flat in the end?
My trick was, instead of making a piece that was like maybe 2 centimeters thick, which is like the average size of a prosthetic, I made it like 4 centimeters stick so that my eyebrow bone would make my face look flat, just like David's. Then it was done. Say again.
It's like level with your face.
Yes, that's what I did. I put more weight over here with clay so that my nose looked flatter. I don't know, it was like a lot of risks that I took for making Davy because I didn't know if it was gonna look right, if it was gonna move okay. Then I had to go to a lot of like sea stores to get like seashells, and then I also sculpted some myself. People liked him a lot.
Yeah.
He went also a little viral on the internet. I mean, they don't want to bring Davy to conventions because he's so expensive, because for him, I use almost 6 gallons of latex
Oh,
for tentacles, and each gallon of latex is like $200.
What? How is it balanced if it's all loaded there and there? Does it still fit comfortably?
Like comfortably?
Yeah, because if you've got the weight on the front.
I made my foam super soft so that I was not having a heavy part over me. Then the tentacles were also a super soft rubber, but all my tentacles in total weighed about 8 kilos. So I was carrying around 8 kilos with me.
Wow. So that's heavy on your neck. Very heavy. Any other questions? Yes, please.
What's your favorite cosplay?
My favorite cosplay is still Lumiere, but ever since I made Jack, who is my favorite character, I think I am in a game between Lumiere and Jack. What I like about Lumiere is that it's a version that I designed, and it had a lot of work from like the Baroque ornamentation, which is my favorite part in the whole life. I love the Baroque era, so that's why I love Lumiere so much, but I also like Jack a lot.
Any more questions in the audience? Yes, please.
When you do facial sculpting, what are your favorite products to use?
When I sculpt,
Yeah, like when you do your, what do you use to make your busters?
also when I sculpt, I always use either monster clay, which is like a wax that you heat up on an oven and then you can play with the dough and then make the sculpture, or NSP medium, which is a sulfur-free clay. They sell it in blocks. I think it's like half a kilo each block, and monster clay is like 3 kilos of clay.
There you go. There you go. Can you just buy that online, or is that specialist?
No, I need to import it from the United States. I think here the closest part that you can get materials from is called Mills Materials, which is in London, UK, and they sell all the things that you need for special effects. I don't want to say in Europe, but I know that in the UK there's a lot of suppliers. And then you can also get like airbrush paint, body paint in the UK.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Any more? We've probably got time for a couple. Yes, please.
Was there a project you had to cancel for some reason, or?
Oh yes, actually, you see this scar?
Yes.
So I got an electric accident with the oven that I use to bake my prosthetics. It was raining, then I had to move my oven because I didn't want it to get wet, and then I stuck myself in the power bolt, and then when I ripped my hand, I was bleeding, and I was losing so much blood, so my sister took me to the hospital like right away, and then I had surgery, and I was incapable of making stuff for like a month and a half, and that just happened like a month ago. So I had to cancel some classes that I had planned in California and also in Mexico City because I use both of my hands when I work. So that was like super sad because I lost a customer, and then I also lost all my hours of work because I couldn't finish those characters.
So yeah, be careful, cosplayers.
Yes, be very careful.
It's the moral of that story. How much surgery did you have to have?
Just plastic surgery, just to like...
Just plastic surgery, guys.
Just like seal the veins. Because I don't know, I think I lost like a liter or...
Really?
Yes, I was covered in blood.
I think the term seal the veins is generally one of the most horrific terms I've ever heard.
That's the word that came to my mind. I don't know what
it's great, it's great. It's such a good term. We've probably got time for maybe 1, 2 more questions. If there are any of you in the audience who have anything, raise your hand. Any more? Yes, please.
How what?
How hot is it in there?
Oh, actually, it's not uncomfortable, but after a few hours, for example, with this one that I have my nose covered, I start like sweating, and then there's also like saliva that the body generates because he can't breathe through there. So that's like the most uncomfortable part. That around the mouth and around the nose, there's like a lot of sweat,
Yeah,
and it becomes like
a little bit.
And
It
so
must be.
that feels super like annoying because you gotta keep cleaning your nose and then your mouth all the time.
Is it just not breathable then, like the fat?
You can breathe through, but since I can't breathe through my nostrils,
Yeah.
the human body just likes, he thinks that I have like dirt or something, so it keeps making saliva all the time.
What's the? Are they all the same, or is there any costume that's worse than the others?
Like what?
Is there one costume that is just the hottest?
Oh yeah, the hottest one, and I always try to avoid it, is the Beast.
Oh really?
Actually, with the Beast, I was in the Disney convention and I fainted because I was so dehydrated. And then I was so popular in the convention that people were just around me all the time. And then when I dropped to the floor, they were like, "Hey, can you please stand up? I want a picture with you." And I was like, I fainted. I'm not like I'm a living person. I'm not like I don't know, toy or something.
Just poking you. Get up.
Yeah, they were like, "Hey, can you get up?" And I was like, "Oh, people."
Amazing. We have time for one more question, if anyone has one. Otherwise, we are going to let Joe hydrate. Anyone? We'll call it a day there. Ladies and gentlemen, you have one job to do. You know what it is. Give a big round of applause.
Thank you
Joo
so much.
Skellington.
You have more questions, I'll see you on my table. And I also have prints over there.
Yeah, he has Prince at his table. Please go see him. You'll only have a few more hours to do so. But yeah, one more time for Joo Skellington there.
Thank you so much, guys.
Please do stick around. We're about to have our last Q&A. It's with Sylvester.